Jay's devastated family may still have to wait a whole year to get answers if the case goes to an inquest in the UK. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The two men who stayed with Jay Slater the night before he went missing may finally be forced to shed some light on the Brits' mysterious case. Jay's body was found in a treacherous ravine last week, leaving his family heartbroken as they continue to search for answers over exactly what happened to the teenager out in Tenerife. The Slater family are due to bring back Jay's body to his hometown of Oswestwizel, Lancashire, in the coming days, but Tenerife cops are yet to complete their investigations into his death. This means the UK authorities could be forced to hold off on their official inquest for months until Spanish officials complete their own findings. An inquest in the UK may then take even longer to conclude based on the nature of Jay's case and the complexities around it. The two men who Jay stayed with at the remote Airbnb could even be asked to be witnesses at the UK inquest. They would be required to answer the coroner's questions or potentially face jail time. The family's wishes will also be considered when deciding on if an inquest is needed once they bring Jay's body home. Several questions are yet to be answered in the case, including why Jay walked across the clearly dangerous terrain alone and why he spent the night at a secluded Airbnb away from his pals. Jay was seen leaving a nightclub on the Tenerife Strip with two mystery men the night before his disappearance. The three men got into a car and drove to a secluded Airbnb apartment where they all stayed the night. Jay quickly left the Airbnb in the early hours of the morning and embarked on a treacherous walk as he attempted to get back to his holiday apartment. One of the men, Ayub Qasim, revealed he spoke with Jay moments before he left and said he offered him a lift, but the teen refused. Convicted drug dealer Qasim said Jay decided to get a bus as he was hungry and didn't want to wait around any longer. Initial evidence seems to point to the Brit accidentally falling to his death as he made the journey through rough terrain. A preliminary autopsy by Tenerife authorities revealed the teen was found with broken bones. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If the UK inquest goes ahead, then the pre-inquest review would see British authorities probe the case in depth. This would allow them to call on witnesses involved in the case and ask them questions in court for evidence, including Qasim and the second mystery man. It comes as Jay Slater was confirmed dead last Tuesday as his body was found after a grueling search a day earlier. Jay's mum said, "Our hearts are broken after beautiful son's body is found." Jay Slater cops revealed teens suffered broken bones from horror fall. The body was discovered just yards away from where Jay's phone last pinged. Jay's best pal Lucy Maylaw paid tribute to the happiest person in the room. Donations on Jay Slater GoFundMe hit a huge benchmark of £70,000. Jay's mum Debbie asked people to continue donating so she can give her son the send-off he deserves. Twisted sleuths interfere with Jay's autopsy result and slow down investigators. Debbie Duncan given a harrowing warning about her son as family are due to fly back home. Jay's family may face a year-long wait for answers on exactly what happened to the teen. Qasim has already spoken with investigators about the hours leading up to Jay's disappearance, but the second man is reportedly yet to comment. Anyone chosen as a witness in an inquest is given a choice as to if they want to give evidence. However, certain individuals who the coroner feels is crucial to the ongoing investigation can be summoned to answer questions, say the coroner's court's support service. If the person still refuses to attend, they could be arrested and charged with contempt of court, leading to a fine or even a prison sentence. Both men could be considered key people in Jay's complex case, as they are among the last people to see him before his tragic final walk. The initial investigation by Tenerife cops could take several more weeks to come to a conclusion, meaning any inquest in the UK may not begin for months. Deaths which are ruled unknown, unnatural or violent can undergo a formal inquest where a coroner looks at the case and gives a final verdict on the cause of death along with other key details. This is needed in order for a final death certificate to be produced. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Officials have said Jay's body became very deteriorated after it had spent weeks in the Masca ravine where he was eventually discovered on July 15th. Mum Debbie Duncan and the rest of Jay's family are said to have found a sense of comfort after hearing he likely died instantly from the fall rather than suffered for days. The devastated family have been looking for answers ever since they flew out to Tenerife to help look for the Brit back in June. An inquest would help them find closure, as they would also be able to ask any questions they may still have. Parents Debbie and Warren Slater will be given the chance to read out a statement and pay their respects to their son through a loving pen portrait. It comes as twisted Jay sleuths are said to be trying to gain access to the teenager's autopsy results, reports the BBC. Online trolls have been slammed for interfering with the family bringing Jay back to Lancashire for a final send-off. Attempts by mindless sleuths to get the information comes after reports of the 19-year-old being seen at Sainsbury's, watching a Euros game, and on the Eurostar. Vile trolls even dared to send hoax ransom demands to the teen's devastated family, claiming to be holding Jay hostage at the start of the hunt. Debbie, Warren, and brother Zach are now preparing to make the final tragic journey home to the UK with Jay's body. The cost of bringing him back is due to be covered by the GoFundMe set up by pal Lucy Maylaw in the days after Jay first vanished. The fundraiser has skyrocketed past £70,000, with more than 5,600 donations. It reached £60,000 in an outpouring of support in the days after Jay's body was found, and has continued to rise ever since. Debbie announced in a heartfelt statement via the fundraiser, "We want to give our boy the send-off he deserves." Jay's body was tragically discovered on Monday, July 15th at the bottom of a treacherous ravine in Masca. The teen had been missing for 4 weeks after disappearing while on holiday with his pals for the NRG Music Festival. Subscribe the channel to get such videos.